Well, good morning. It is Monday morning, week 7, day 1, run 1. I'm out 6 o'clock. It's a little dark, I can already tell. It's going to be difficult to see me. One thing I've noticed about this camera, the Osmo Nano, is it does not do well in low light. I mean, I guess my shadow is visible here, but more importantly, it creates a lot of noise, picture or film noise, I guess is what you would call it. So it kind of looks a bit grainy or something in the footage as I watch back each week, making the videos and watching the videos. So as I get around the parking lot every morning on these intro walks ahead of the runs, they all look the same. I do my best, but I'm going in and out of the light. As I've mentioned, the lights in this parking lot are very spaced out, and they're good when you're in it, but you're only in it for a few seconds at a time. But no big deal. I trust you can hear me even when you can't see me. So we're out. It's been a good morning. Didn't have any issues getting up this week. I'm back to work, so I guess I know in my head I've got to get up. But we had a great day of worship yesterday at church, and I'm looking forward to a good week. I am in the office for a couple days, and then I get to go out to our camp later this week. I'm helping to shoot a promotional video for our summer camp, so I'm going out there overnight later this week to spend some time doing that. And that presents me with an interesting opportunity of figuring out how I'm going to get my workout in while I'm at camp. Now, I would be up well before any of the campers, and no big deal, but I don't know. So we've got to figure out how we're going to do that on Thursday morning, which will be the morning I'm out there. And it's just a walk morning, so I wouldn't be running, but I would have to. If I take the loop that I normally take when I'm out at camp, it goes through the cabin areas, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'll have to figure out a different route or push it back to later in the day when I get home Thursday and just walk when it's really hot, which I'm not looking forward to. But we'll figure out what's best and make it work. I would say at the same time, I'm probably going to put in way more steps and distance just walking around camp and recording activities that day than I would in a straight walk session, so maybe I'll just let that count. I don't know yet. But we're out here for week 7, run 1, 25 minutes. All 3 runs this week are 25 minutes straight, and then we move on next week to 28 minutes, and week 9, the final week, 30 minutes. So let's get this started, let's get this done. I will get some footage while I'm out here, and I'll talk to you afterwards. All right, we've passed the halfway point. Going good so far. It's probably the best I've felt on the first half of a run. Not really dealing with any heaviness or breathing issues. Yeah, forgot what I was about to say. But we're halfway through. Gonna finish this out. Waiting for some more light to get some footage. Hopefully we'll get some here soon. But if not, I'm planning on running at least a part of my distance and step count for the day after this, so I can record some of that and splice it in as necessary. But we're halfway there, guys. All right, catch you back up. All right, just finished it out on the cool down walk, catching my breath. I was able to get a few shots. I'm trying out a new longer selfie stick to see what kind of shots I might get with that. And I paired that with my Action 5, so I don't have to keep swapping the cameras back and forth. And the good news is the Action 5 does better in low light. So hopefully even though it wasn't still as bright as would be best. Those those cuts will come out visible. They looked good on the screen as I was recording, so hopefully that's the case. Guys, I keep thinking about the fact that I'm doing this. I keep thinking about how just unlikely it is that I would be running. And I know I'm using that term a little loosely. I guess, jogging would technically be a better term. But anything faster than a walk, I think you can classify as a run if you're so inclined. I will say there are moments, and in last week's video, there were a couple of my run segments where it probably looked like, I wasn't going much faster than I could if I was walking, and that's probably true. I may not have been. But today, over the course of the run, I was able to increase my pace and shave a minute off. Now still, it's slow. It is slow. I'm not going to win any races unless I'm the only person in it. But it's better. That's kind of the goal, right? Is to just do better than you did your last time. And anything is better than nothing. So even if there's a day that I were to get out here, or you were to get out on your run workouts and just not have enough in the tank to better or to best your previous efforts, the fact that you get up and do it at all counts. The fact that I get up and do it at all counts. That's better than staying in bed. That's better than just shaking off this commitment that we've made to ourselves and getting on with life, getting on with our day, heading on to work, or getting onto the couch and scrolling or watching TV or whatever it might be for the day. Honoring that commitment that we've made to ourselves and getting out here and doing the thing is what counts. When we can do better, when we can best our previous attempts, all the more. But the commitment is what counts, and that's why you have to develop a why. You have to have a reason to be doing this, especially if it's not something that you are inclined to do, right? For me, running is not something I was ever inclined to do. I've been over that several times so far on this journey. It just didn't do it. Asthma, being overweight, I didn't see a point for it. Like I said, I've always made the joke with friends and family that if you ever see me running, you better follow me because something bad's happening wherever I'm coming from. Don't ask any questions, just follow me. You're probably going to outpace me, right? To be honest. But, running's never been my thing. So why am I doing it? What was the point? Well, my why, honestly, is that I found out that I could. I did those can I run a minutes that first day, found out I could, and then I wanted to know, could I do more than that? I never expected to really turn this into something that I would say that I could become passionate about or turn it into an honest hobby. I just wanted to see what I could do. But now I know, right? I know that I can push through any discomfort that might crop up in my body. I know that if I, take my inhaler, 5-10 minutes before I start running, that I can get through breathing okay. I know that there's nothing stopping me, that my weight's not holding me back. It's making me slow, but as that comes off, as I develop muscles, I'll be able to increase that pace, get stronger, go farther, go faster, all those sorts of things. So my why for running ultimately is to just see how far I can take it. I'm not committing myself now to a marathon or a half marathon. I'm committing myself to 5K, right? That's the point of Couch to 5K. I want to be able to run the entire 5K course. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to do some different kinds of training. I'm on this same loop every time I run that really has a slight incline in a couple spots, but nothing too serious. And what I found out at the All American 5K is that especially here in Georgia, an actual 5K race is going to have some legitimate inclines. I'm going to have to learn how to run hills, uphill, and that sort of thing. So those are things I'm going to have to add to my training eventually. But I want to run that 5K all the way through. Stretch myself to a 10K. That would be the next logical goal. So that's my why, to see how far I can push it. But beyond that, why it fits into my overall journey of fitness, of health, of getting my life back on track, of extending my life expectancy, of being able to be present in my life, to do the things that I want to do, to have the energy, to have the strength, to not be hindered, to look better in my clothes, to, all those sorts of things. All of that is my why. That's what motivates me. And when I don't want to get out here, and it's honestly rare that I just have an aversion to getting out here. Sometimes I'd like to just hit snooze and go back to sleep. But on those days where it's like, I really don't want to do it today, I just remember those things and what this is going to allow me to do in the long run. And I push myself up, I tie those shoes up, and I get out here and I do it. And I feel so much better after. So if there's anything you can take away, is that encouragement, right? That you're not going to want to at the start, but if you stay committed, if you do what you have signed up for, you will feel better in the end. As always, guys, keep getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Well, just finished run 2 for week 7. I did not film any intro today, just because it's entirely too dark out here when I get started, and I only got a little bit of footage while I was actually out running. Alright, let's get the camera settled here. I just wanted to get things going and get the run done today. I wanted to focus also on improving my pace. I realized that after I did a little bit of searching on Google that my running pace was, as I've suspected in past videos, power walking pace. And I'm still not, I'm at what's now a jog pace, thankfully. But I've pushed that up. I had taken off a minute on Monday for run 1, and I took off another 40 some seconds today. I won't have a chance to know for sure what the number is until I can look at my phone, but I took off probably another 40 seconds today. And even yesterday on my walk, I tried to push myself because I wanted to see what was a comfortable walking pace while I'm pushing myself, and assume that if I was going to call it running or even jogging, that I needed to be going faster than that pace. So I did manage to be moving at a slightly faster pace than my push walk pace. I ended up going out last night because it rained most of the day yesterday, and I slept in the morning knowing that it was going to be raining. I didn't really want to get up and do it in the rain if I didn't have to. I knew that there was going to be some clearing in the evening, so I just decided to do it in the evening. Got it done in any event, and pushed myself to see what kind of an exertion walk I could do, and then set that as a must-beat pace for these runs. again. So I pulled that off today. Not a lot of footage. I apologize for that. I'm on the cool down walk now. I got 1 minute and 45 seconds left of that. And then I'll be doing the usual steps and distance to close out this morning's session. Heading out to camp later today. I'll be out there overnight. So all afternoon and evening today and up through lunchtime tomorrow. Recording various camp activities and interviews and things to make that promotional video. So I'm looking forward to that and just spending some time out at camp. It's a nice area. It's hot there and everything is outside and unshaded as camps are. So not necessarily looking forward to that part. It is hot out there and not most everything is wide open, not shaded as camps tend to be. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to that part of it. However, I am looking forward to being out there and just capturing this footage and trying to get something put together that our Salvation Army churches across the state of Georgia can use next year to recruit kids, and that the camp can use to try to recruit some staff members. So I'm going to close out today's video here. The sweat is getting in my eyeballs. It's not fun. But anyway, we close out today's video here. I'm going to finish up what I got to get done for the rest of the morning and then head home and get into the day. I'll talk to you guys later. As always, keep getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. God bless. Well, today is day 1 of week 8, and you might be wondering why I'm talking about week 8 in the week 7 video, and that's because week 7 did not round out the way I had planned. I went up to camp, as I mentioned earlier in this video, but that got shifted by a day because of a family thing that I had to take care of. I had to help my wife with our son who had had a dental procedure, and so I got pushed back by a day going out to camp, and that meant that the morning that I woke up at camp would have been a run morning, and I was not able to run at camp just because that place is nothing but hills up and down all over the place, and I'm not ready for that yet. I had mentioned that I wasn't even sure it'd be possible to walk at camp to get a good loop that didn't take me past cabins and that sort of thing too early in the morning and risk waking up campers or staff. And so I didn't get that run in. And I'm very much a person who thrives on routine. I'm very much a creature of habit. And that's one of the things I'm enjoying about this Couch to 5K is because every week I run 3 times and I walk 4 times, and that gets in all of my steps, all of my runs, everything that I have to do to complete this program. And that delay of a day going out to camp threw me off of that routine, and I just was not able to get back on it the rest of the weekend. I could have run on Saturday, but I didn't. I got up and I got dressed and came over here to the parking lot to run. And something else that is important, that's part of my routine, is being able to listen to the audiobook that I'm listening to. And so I use my Apple Watch for that. Well, I got a new Apple Watch. My wife blessed me with a gift of an Apple Watch Ultra 2 for all of the work that I've been doing. We found a refurbished one on Woot. So if you're looking for running things, especially if you're looking for smartwatches and that, Woot is a great place to look. Every now and then they especially have Apple Watch products. But anyway, so she gifted me with that, and I got everything set up, and I got up on Saturday morning, right? I just pushed the run back a day, go get it done. I got over here, got everything set up, and turned on my watch and opened the Watch to 5K app, and there was no data on there. All of my past runs were missing, and that upset me because I was like, well, I don't want to not have credit for all of this. Like I'm thinking in my mind, I've got to start over completely. I've lost all of the progress that I've made, at least as far as being able to show that. And so I got frustrated, and I just got back in the car and went home. I didn't run. I didn't even walk that morning. I just got in the car and went back home And of course, I got home, and within 15 minutes, I was on Google and figuring out what was going on, where were my runs, and all I had to do was get into the app on my phone and hit restore watch. It was supposed to transfer everything automatically, and it didn't, but if you hit restore watch, everything would just move to your new watch. And so I did that, and all of my progress was there. But by that point, it was late enough in the morning, and I was already upset enough and frankly mad enough about the whole thing that I just didn't want to go back out and run. So all that to say, I only did 2 runs this week. I didn't get run number 3 in, and I'm here starting out this new week, week 8. I'm just going to skip that run. It is what it is. It's not going to be there. I'm not going to have the trophy for that. I think there's 1 or 2 others that I missed for various reasons, and I'm okay with that because I'm back on track. I'm back on my routine, and I'm ready to get this done. Everything is good. Closing out this week's video, just letting you know that sometimes things get off track, and my personality is one that I just got frustrated about it and said forget it, and kept moving. I'm not disappointed in myself. It's okay. Sometimes you need a break from it, and you may not know that that's what it is or why, and it may present itself in various ways. But week 7 is in the past now. We're on to week 8, and I just wanted to be open with you and honest with you because there's only going to be segments from 2 runs this week, and to let you know I didn't finish the week, but I'm okay with that, and I'm on to the next one. And so yeah, week 7 is done. Week 8 is here. I'm out here, my normal time, my normal place, ready to go. So that's going to end this week's video, guys. Nothing really inspiring to say to close it out. I just want to finish on that note to say that sometimes it's okay to miss one. Talk to you guys next week. God bless.